Hi you guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker and welcome to show and tell number 209, I believe. So this is my third attempt at trying to film this video. As the opening credits card or title card said, I'm on the struggle bus. I'm gonna be honest, my brain is in 30 different places today, and if I had another time I could film this video and still get it up on Thursday this week, I totally would. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Or at least I can't guarantee I'm going to have the time. So here we are. You get Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs crazy. Or Carrie. Either way. No, it's nothing dramatic has happened. Nothing bad is going on. It's just those little nitnoy things that start stacking up and become constant interruptions. So I'm pretty much guaranteed at some point during this video, we're going to get interrupted. And that's just the way the day goes. That's a day in the life of Carrie. So anyway, I am not sure what Saturday's video is going to be this week yet. I am working on trying to do some more running perpetual update kind of things of getting the craft room cleaned up, getting things, into more permanent homes, trying to really organize things. Now that things are in homes, I can kind of like organize them from here. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. It's still a little overwhelming, but progress. I got a lot of things off the floor this week in here. They're not stored on the floor anymore. They're actually on shelves, in bins, or tucked away in a closet. So progress was made. I'm very happy with the fact that progress was made, and I'm going to take the win. It's one of the, I'm just going to take the win. I haven't had time to do the crafting I wanted to do or expected to do. I really busted butt so far this week trying to get things done early. And so far it hasn't paid off, but fingers crossed. By the end of the week, I'll have at least one afternoon where I can come up here and finish those cards off from making the folios. And that will be our transition to my first finished object. My 3 folios are completely done, embellished, and ready to go. I still think I prefer the one I did on the 110 pound lighter cardstock, or not so like coarse cardstock the best. Just from the feel, I'll know I get a lot more longer use. More pads will get used through that one. So I will probably gift some more of these. I think until I figure out what I'm doing, my friends are going to be getting a whole lot of notebooks. I have some boy. It's designed for boys. It does not have to be boy. But I do have some more masculine cardstock, and I was thinking and practicing, like, I could easily, I've got some little girl and little boy things, and I think it'd be really cute to give my godson and his older sister, like, little journal books of their own. It gives me practice making them, and I get to figure out more, like, what I want to do, how I want mine to look. But yeah, but their mom will definitely be getting one of these next month. And a couple of the other ladies from Prayer Shawl will probably be, there'll just be a stack going, please take. I like make, I no need. Please take. I do want to make a couple of Halloween ones to maybe add into the Spook Your Spring Make Along giveaway prizes. So maybe I could also maybe try one of the photo folios, which this is actually based off of. This is a tutorial by May Made It. If you missed last week's video, I love her videos. She's the cutest little chit-chatty Alabama lady you've ever met. My husband loves listening to her talk. Like, she's one of the very few makers whose tutorials I watch that he doesn't have like some snarky comment to make. He loves listening to May talk. So if you like the Southern drawl and you like just adorable people, even if you don't paper craft, I highly recommend recommend just listening to May. I love listening to her. I've actually fallen asleep listening to her talk just because I find her content very therapeutic to listen to. So anyway, I will leave the tutorial video for that specifically in the description box down below, as well as tagging May down there so you can click on her little name and go find her channel and look at all of her wonderful content. So up next, I already took my basket downstairs, so we just got a stack of goodies this week. I have 3 corner-to-corner squares made out of worsted weight acrylic scraps. So this is the last ball that I'm working on. It's down to like this much. So I can maybe get, 50 to maybe 70% of another corner-to-corner square done with that. And then my bag of scraps is gone again. So I did get 3 of these done. Size I hook, 10 row granny squares. And these I know where my bag is that I was collecting these in. I haven't found the granny square one yet, but it did find corner to corner. So that will go into the bag of the finished corner to corner squares. Then next, if you guys stop by on Saturday, you will have seen the unboxing of the Fiber Studio month 1 of the Bellwether subscription box. And as I told you there, the project I had picked would probably only take me 2 days. And I got 2.5. So this is the Dissymmetry Cowl. I will leave a link to the pattern in the description box down below as well. But the way this yarn worked up, so this is a 100% baby alpaca yarn. It is a bulky weight yarn. And I could not figure out how I wanted to describe the color because it just said so many different things. But in the finished fabric, it does look more watercolory. But that peridot-y, citrine green ended up backlighting all of the other colors in this. The colorway for this is Industrial Plum. But instead of creating highlights, especially in the garter stitch, it created a gorgeous backlight effect. And it's not wholly reading on camera. You are getting some of the effect with that. But it is the coolest thing ever. So I still need to find buttons for this. Hopefully, I've got something in my stash. And hopefully, by the time we finish March's project, I will have actually added buttons onto this. I would not mind being able to wear this sooner rather than later, but it is just gorgeous. So we have buttonholes here on the tip. And here down on this end of the long side. And then also down here on our starting edge. And the buttons will go down here. I think there's like 2 here and 1 here, if I'm not mistaken. And then, we can be able to button it to where it like pins back like that. Or I'm trying to remember how I saw her. She had it like this, I think. She had the long end. And then you can tuck that if you wanted to. Anyway, I thought it was adorable. It's cute even without the buttons. But that yarn. This is the softest, drapiest baby alpaca I've ever worked with. Baby alpaca, by its sheer nature, tends to be very soft. Tends to be very warm feeling. And it does tend to hold stitch definition fairly well with a halo. However, this was one of the best baby alpacas I've ever worked with. I don't know where they get their yarn bases from. I don't believe they have them custom spun for them. Whoever does their yarn bases, this one is magic. So if you were wondering how it did work up, not gonna lie, that was magical. We also have an itty bitty little, oops, that was my knee hitting the table. But a little bitty tiny ball of yarn. I could have maybe gotten one more row before I ended. So up next, I did bring a whip with me. So if you followed me during Vlogmas, you'll be aware of the fact that I was doing the Arnie and Carlos Christmas stocking making one. My yarn didn't get here till like December 7th. And then I got to December 12th in the pattern and then just kind of petered out working on it because getting ready for the last couple days of Christmas got great. So I did make it to day 12. So if you saw it during Vlogmas, this was the last place we checked in. I was halfway through day 12. This was a toe up construction. So toe, did the heel. That was 2 days. Got it turned. Started working our way north. So that's where we ended off. So I did have a chance to pick this up and work a little bit on it. I didn't get a whole lot done, but I did finish this color work section. And I'm now working into the next section. So we have a green and white band. I guess I'm hitting the bin under here. I don't know. We have a green and white section that creates kind of like a, almost like a Grecian key kind of design. Then there's peoples. Then there's another like Grecian key kind of design. Then there's like a wheat staff kind of looking design, I believe. And then it's the cuff. So we're I mean, good progress. We're over halfway done. I'm in the middle of day 14 or almost to the end of day 14. I may actually have started day 15. The days aren't broken up in the pattern. The days are broken up to do like 6 rows or 8 rows every day. So it's not, anyway, I'm loving it. I think it's turning out really good. I do have some apparent puckering, but I think that will come out with blocking, just soaking and blocking. That is one of the things with Fair Isle. Sometimes, like, I know this spot here is just there because the white stacked repeatedly over that spot. I know that there's no, I know the float is not tight there, but it's still creating a ripple. So I know a lot of this will smooth out in blocking, but getting there, it's a little nerve-wracking for me. This is the Cascade 220 in the sport weight. So, but it is a good size. It is a little bit narrower than we normally do stockings. I did buy enough to do 2 stockings. So in July, I may try to do the other stocking as part of Christmas in July. That is if I can ever manage to finish this one. And you can see down in there, oh, my flirts. And you can see where I've been drawing up the green. I am going to line these. I'm not going to leave these unlined. So having the extra long float that's caught won't be devastating. So anyway, make sure I put my 5th needle in here. I also am struggling on doing this on DPNs. I've not done a sock on DPNs, even like small socks or a single sock, in a very, very long time. I've either used the 2 needle method or I've been practicing magic loops. So, but it was a lot at the time I started this, trying to handle all of the yarn colors along with the needles. So I was getting a little overwhelmed, and we see how well Carrie does when she gets overwhelmed. So so since this is my 3rd attempt at filming this, and I do think I'm going to keep this, I do have preloaded cat pictures at the end of this video. So stay forward. I'm losing it. Stay tuned to look at the pictures of Pippin and Banner and all of their cuteness. It's primarily Pippin, but there is pet tax at the end of this. Banner has been very skittish recently. We had all the company for Christmas, and he just kind of felt like displaced because he doesn't do strangers. And then we've had ridiculous amounts of people ringing the doorbell, like just solicitors and, oh, I was in the neighborhood. Do y'all want some pine straw to freshen up your beds? And that'll happen like 3 or 4 times a week. So poor little Banner gets freaked out and goes and runs and hides. And then he doesn't come out like all day. So Pippin doesn't care. Pippin is basically bomb proof. So there's a lot more pictures of Pippin than there are of Banner. And Banner's so discreet anyway. Like the other day we were sitting on the sofa and we had finished eating dinner and we were watching something, and I looked down and was startled because Banner was curled up asleep between us on the sofa. And I asked Troy, I was like, when did Banner get up here? And he looked down and was like, we joke he's the apparition cat because he just appears places. Like literally, they'll go out on the catio and we'll be on the back porch. And by the time I come in the door, Banner's halfway up the stairs. I'm like, physics don't explain the motion of this cat sometimes. So anyway, he's on the struggle bus just a little bit. He's a little nervous with everything going on, and he just doesn't come out during the day as much. So I don't get as many pictures of him. But there is a cute picture of Banner, and there are lots of silly pictures of Pippin. So anyway, stay tuned for them. I will see you guys on Saturday with whatever I come up with to talk to you guys about. I did want to ask you guys, since one of my goals this year is to do, we're already doing the Taming the Stash videos. We're going to try that again for 2024 and see if we can keep the momentum rolling that we had started last year with, and maybe get some of this more manageable. But I was wondering, since the other goal is to really focus on getting UFOs and WIPs done, would you guys like to see kind of like a short video once a week that includes whatever UFO or WIP I'm currently working on? I have 2 baby blankets downstairs already, like, dedicated. These are next once I finish working up these scraps. So like, I was wondering if you guys would be interested. I know a lot of people do like WIP Wall Wednesday and things like that. Would y'all be interested in seeing that? Or would you just rather prefer to keep all that information in like show and tells and Taming the Stash and the goal update? So let me know. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see y'all real soon. Bye guys.